guys, back in the workshop today. Trying to get myself to do more, fall into kind of a rut, and so I'm going to do this to try to get myself back into working on the projects that I have, because they're taking up space and not doing me any good when they're in parts. So I'm making this video mostly to just kind of show you guys what's going on and what kind of things are coming up, but also to practice some filming stuff and that kind of thing. So twofold for me. I'll have to find time to edit it. That's been a bit of my challenge lately, but you guys don't care. Let's jump into it. I've got a few projects going right now, so I'm going to show them to you. We're going to do close-ups and that kind of thing, but here's the first one. This is the bass I built a while back. It's not finished, obviously. I mean, it doesn't have any tuners on it. This is a full-on scratch build. There's no pre-made parts in this one. I bought this chunk of lumber at the local hardwood place in Seattle, and I made the neck out of just maple, and then I don't even know what this fretboard wood is. It's I got it at the same wood store. It seemed like it seemed hard enough. It's certainly holding the frets fine. It's been fretted for better part of a year now, and nothing's happening. So we'll see how it wears, but I like the look of it, and I did decent testing on how hard it is, so I think it should be fine. I need to finish cutting the nut. Obviously, it's just a piece of maple there. I'm gonna do flat wound strings and maple nut, give it a bit of a kind of a warmish sound. So it will be slightly different than a bone nut or something like that, but I'm just testing it. It's my personal bass. It's not going anywhere, so we'll see how that works out. This one's got me a bit. It's been around for a while. It's been 90% done for a while, and I just haven't been jumping into it. I need to get some strings for it, which is whatever, but this is another project I've got to just finish off. This is a StewMac ukulele kit. This is it's a soprano. I'll have to look. I made this one for my mom. I built a tenor for myself. This one just feels a little small for me. Big hands, or I don't have big hands, but I'm not good at playing the small things. I have a hard time with the mandolin as well. So, but we're going to replace the plastic nut and bridge saddle on this. Just get it playing really well. I'm gonna go back and refinish off the fret ends on this as well. I'll have a video up on that in shortly, probably before this one is up, showing you how to do that with just it's kind of an expensive file, but makes it super easy and expensive. It's only 20 bucks, so it just depends on how much your time is worth to you. But we'll get this finished off as well as possible so my mom can have some fun with it. So the next one I'm working on is you've seen this bass in some of my other videos. This is a scrap wood body. It was just 2x4s, airbrushed burst on it. The finish is certainly not 100%, but I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to rock it the way it is. I do need to adjust the bridge because it's the way it adjusts is terrible. I might just chuck it and get a different bridge that works better for what I'm gonna do. The action was a little bit off. So I shimmed the neck just a hair, and now I can't get it to the bridge doesn't want to adjust. So I need to take this thing back apart and get it ready to go. It works fine. I need to make a back cover for the electronics. There's an empty spot. So I use a template to make my electronics cavities. So what I need to do is just make a bunch of them because they're all the same. All of the things there'll be some fine tuning to make them fit, but there are a few guitars that I need to redo the electronic cover because I'm not a huge fan of the plastic, so I want to make some. Even if they're just plywood, hobby grade plywood, I think it looks cooler than the plastic. Whatever, that's not a tough chore. I have a video on how to do it, and I like the magnets holding it on, so I'm going to do that on them as well. So this one just needs to be finished off. I need to decide if I need to chuck this bridge and redo the setup, but this was one I wanted to see how low an action I could get without it buzzing. What probably needs to happen is the frets probably need to be leveled, and I've had this neck for so long. It's been on another project as well. I can't remember if I leveled them or not when I first got it, but it probably needs it now. And I'll probably, on one of them anyway, because I've got a few projects that'll need it, I'll probably make a video about how to level your frets. So that's another project to work on in the pile. So I'll show you the next one. I've been standing here talking and I forgot to hit the record button. I guess I'm out of practice. This is the next project. This is an SG kit from Solo Music Gear. Been decently happy with other kits I've gotten from them, so decided to jump in on this one. Basically, I'm going to focus on finishing on this one, so I'm going to show you how to get everything sanded down correctly. We're going to fill the grain. We're going to partially spray on a burst-ish finish, and then we're going to try to get as shiny a gloss as we can without using any kind of spray equipment. I could probably spray, but as you can see, I'm in a basement that has connected rooms, so I'm not going to spray anything toxic down here because there are people who live here. And so we're going to do wipe on poly. We're probably going to do shellac finish to get the burst the way I want it, tinted shellac, and then we'll do a few layers of wipe on on the top of that to get it nice and thick coat, shiny. So that's what I'm going to focus on this one. There won't be a lot of how to do other things like mouth pickups or wire or any of that other kind of stuff. We're going to focus on, for most of these projects here, we're going to focus on a specific thing. These are probably the last kits I'm going to make, unless somebody actually wants me to make a kit for them, then I can do that as well. But I'm going to focus on trying to make some things from scratch. I've got a couple other things going that I guess I've got too many things going and not enough time to actually work on them, but this is a decent way to start, especially if you don't have a whole bunch of tools. You don't need a ton for this, and you can get this is the same kind of construction that Gibson and all them use. It's a mahogany body, mahogany neck, and ebony fretboard. That's what you're going to get. It may not be as pretty, depending on how you wire it or how you build it, but it's the same bones that you're going to get with something like that. So you can make if you spend your time, you could make something that sounds really good. So we're going to focus on the finishing on this one to get you more comfortable in trying to get what you want out of your kit. So this is the this is the last project. This is a Telecaster kit, also from Solo. They had a sale. So, this is also 12 string. I had considered doing kind of a custom 9 string, but I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. It's trying to find a bridge that'll work for it is probably not great, and so maybe I'll save that for another project, maybe a kind of a custom one-off. But I'm gonna go wild on this one. I'm going to reshape the body. I'm gonna lop this horn off and make it shorter and straight. I'm gonna make a new pick guard out of wood that follows the contour. I'm gonna tear this binding off and rebind it with something sparkly. I'm going to seen some people drill out the dots, the dot marker on the fretboard. So I'm going to drill those out and put some sparkly stuff in there as well. So we're just going to do all of the things that you want to do on this one to make it unique. I'm going to probably not spend quite as much time as the SG with the finish. We'll probably just go for kind of a more matte, kind of a I don't know, we'll probably do not quite the level of finish as we do on the other one, but who knows. We'll see what the binding looks like after I've redone it. Maybe I'll want it to be really shiny, but we're gonna do that on this one. Try to give you try to make you see that it's not super scary, to try to make it as much your own as you can. There's plenty of tutorials on how to do all of this stuff. I've got a tutorial on binding that's up on my site there that you can watch, that will show you how to bind something from scratch. That's what I did on a different project. This one is already bound, but I'm going to take this binding off. I might just route it off, or I might try to use a heat gun and get it off there with. But I'll route a new channel. I'll put in the new the new binding, and so it will be hopefully different from everything else. I've always liked Telecasters better than the Stratocasters, but this lower horn I think can be. I just want it to be different. Obviously, this is iconic shape, and no taking away from that. But I just want something different, so it doesn't look like everything else. So we're gonna go wild on this one. I'll show you how to do a lot of the stuff to make your kit as unique as you want to. Hopefully I will have some time to jump on all of these things. Obviously this one I'm waiting on parts at the moment, but will be, a couple hours worth of work. Same on a lot of the other projects as well. So